And for more details, we're joined over the phone by Dr. Ayman Ghonem, the business and economic expert. Good afternoon, Dr. Ghonem.
Good afternoon, madam. How do you do?
I'm fine, thank you very much. It's a great pleasure to have you. How will Al Arish Taba railway line change the way goods move, or the, let's say, supply chains move between the Mediterranean and to the Red Sea?
Well, actually, the development of the whole Sinai Peninsula during the term of President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi proves that the new republic works with a perspective of positive discrimination for development, because this region was deprived of services for a long time, and it was deprived of developing its infrastructure for a long time. Such railway that you mentioned, madam, first of all, it will improve the motion, and it will improve the mobility and transferability of both goods and services, as well as people between Taba and Arish. That's number one. And also, it's putting Sinai in the focus of the touristic development and touristic map of the region and of the whole world. Actually, Sinai has a lot of industrial, agricultural, as well as touristic capabilities, and we're trying now to exploit such capabilities with the announcement of these projects.
Right. What role really does the expansion of Al Arish goal to become a global logistics hub by the year 2026 do you expect?
Well, actually, Al Arish specifically, and Al Arish port is integrated into Suez Canal development project. As Suez Canal economic zone, we know that the economic zone of Suez Canal extends across 6 major ports from the south to the north, including 3 ports in Sinai. We are talking about Tor port in southern Sinai. We are talking about Adabiya and Sukna ports in southern Suez Bay, and then east and west Port Said ports, and then Al Arish port in northern Sinai. And such integrated project includes around 4 industrial areas, and we've seen a lot of investments, especially from China. The most successful, actually, investments, they came from China through KIDA economic zone, the Chinese zone, as well as Indian investments, Russian investments, Brazilian investments. And President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi in Jan 2026, he met with an American delegation of business people, and he told them that Egypt also welcomes American investments in such area.
Right. How can the new Suez Canal tunnels impact the daily flow of people and supply chains and the products also into the peninsula?
Well, actually, Suez Canal, we know that more than 11% of the international trade passes through Suez Canal. And such region and such big facility was confined in previous decades only on the mobility of ships and oil tankers. Now we've seen a comprehensive development in such area, and this was, of course, based on the new branch of Suez Canal that was established, that was built, that was dug in 2014, with a length of 72 kilometers, which improved the crossing time from around 18 to 11 hours per ship. And such big project facilitated the establishment of the Suez Canal economic zone. Of course, now we're seeing a decline in the ships passing through Suez Canal, but it's only temporary. We should not expect such a decline to sustain. This is only something temporary, and this is only something that's related to the present problems and conflicts in the Middle East. And we've seen that usually the recovery of such trade routes becomes so strong and so vibrant when the conflicts end.
Right. What specific industries are being prioritized in this new 603-acre logistics zone in Al Arish?
Well, actually, the whole Suez Canal economic zone, with its 6 ports and 4 industrial zones, prioritizes many industries, many strategic industries that are important for our development and that are crucial for the state's industrial development strategy. We're talking about textiles, ready-made garments, automotives, of course, solar cells. We're talking about cables, and most importantly, we're talking about the industries of the future, which I call them, mainly the renewable energy, green hydrogen, and to a lesser extent, of course, blue hydrogen, because it's expected in the coming 2-3 decades that you will witness a power shift globally from the countries that are leading in the production of the fossil fuel like coal and petroleum, and to a lesser extent the natural gas, to countries that are leading in the production of the renewable energy and the green energy, mainly green hydrogen for ships, and renewable energy, mainly solar energy. And that's why this region, with a preemptive frame of mind, of course, from the President, from our leadership, prioritizes such industries, which will put Egypt in its well-deserved leading position in the coming 2 to 3 decades in the world economic development.
What type of incentives the government is flashing for the private companies to invest in Central Sinai's industrial sectors?
Well, actually, law number 72 for 2017 regarding investment and investment incentives allows the government to provide important incentives. First of all, it allows the government to expand granting the golden license, and the golden license allows the investors to come and pay for the price of the golden license and then start working, and then sign undertakings with different government authorities, including, of course, civil defense, including the environmental authorities, to complete the requirements and prerequisites of such authorities, but after they start working. The law also allows the government to nominate Zone A and Zone B. Zone A includes the Suez Canal, of course, the Suez Canal economic zone, as well as zones that have high strategic importance for the economic development of the country. And in such places of Zone A, the government can grant a tax holiday of up to 50% of the investment cost of the project. In Zone B, which is the other areas in the Republic, we're talking about maximum 30% tax holiday of the investment cost of the project. Also, the law allows a lot of facilities, including the one window facility for investors, including allowing or rebating.
Right. On this note, of course, Dr. Ayman Ghonem, the financial expert, would like to thank you so much for your valuable input. And now it's the Minister